Our top focus as of now, Nepal's foreign minister met with his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi in Beijing on Wednesday. During the meeting, the duo discussed 9 cooperation agreements focusing on cross-border railway and economic technical cooperation. The ministers also signed a slew of understandings. However, after the delegation-level talks between Kharka and Wang Yi got over, both sides came up with separate statements. Some points mentioned by the Chinese side in their statement were missing in the statement issued by the Nepal embassy in Beijing and vice versa. The major issues of contention between China and Nepal statements were on 5 major issues. The first, the grant assistance to Nepal for the year 2022. The economic assistance pledged by Wang Yi during his meeting with the Nepalese foreign minister is mentioned in the statement released by the Embassy of Nepal in Beijing. However, there has been no mention of it in the statement issued by the Chinese Foreign Ministry. The second issue is the Belt and Road Initiative. The Nepal statement is silent on the Belt and Road Initiative, which is an ambitious infrastructure project spanning several continents and was initiated by the Chinese President Xi Jinping in 2013. Nepal signed the BRI in 2017, but there has been no project that has started under it. Meanwhile, the statement issued by Beijing categorically mentions the project, asserting on how the Chinese side is willing to work with Nepal for high-quality construction of projects under this initiative. Moving on to another issue that the Chinese side mentioned, but the Nepali side omitted, and this is the Global Development Initiative and Global Security Initiative. The Chinese statement said that Nepal agrees with the initiatives. However, the Nepal statement made no mention of it. Meanwhile, the Nepal Foreign Minister Narayan Kharka's diplomatic visit to China comes at a time when US-China tensions are at an all-time high, especially after US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan. At the end of the 3-day visit, the Nepal embassy in Beijing released a statement which said, and I quote, "Foreign Minister Kharka reiterated Nepal's unwavering commitment to the One China policy and assured that Nepali territory will not be allowed to be used for any activity against China." However, the Chinese statement said a lot more. It said, and I quote again, "Nepal supports China's legitimate position on internal affairs such as Tibet, Xinjiang and Hong Kong. Nepal adheres to the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence, especially the basic principles of respecting sovereignty and non-interference in each other's internal affairs, and will continue to stand firmly with China." That is what the statement by the Chinese embassy said. Lastly, the issue on which China and Nepal issued contrasting statements was the revival of the existing boundary mechanisms. The Nepali statement mentions a consensus to form a bilateral technical committee to prepare towards the functioning of the Nepal-China Joint Boundary Inspection Committee. The Chinese side is, however, silent on it and has not mentioned a single word on the same in the agreement. And experts have now raised concerns on contrasting statements made both by China and Nepal, emphasizing on how separate statements like these are highly unlikely and signals at some kind of misunderstanding between both the sides. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.